But everyone is talking about J.Lo's first husband, Ojani Noa, who told the Daily Mail he and Ben won't last she and Ben won't last because Jen loves being in love. Jen told him he was the love of her life and they would be together forever, but said, quote, "That was 3 husbands and 5 engagements ago."
Looks like Jennifer's love life is getting messy again. Just when we thought she and Ben Affleck were living the dream, it seems their fairy tale might be coming to an end. There is some trouble in paradise, and now her ex-husband, Ojani Noa, is stepping in with some jaw-dropping claims. He is ready to spill some serious tea about Jennifer and Ben's relationship, and trust me, you should not miss this.
The wedding was actually, it was very crazy. I love the fact that, that I got married because I was totally in love. I was crazy in love. And how it happens, it happened in Miami, in a friend of mine's home, which he allowed me to have the wedding, beautiful home by the canal. And it was in Miami, and we had like 250 people, like her family, my family, some friends. It was crazy. It was a beautiful wedding. It was outside, beautiful ceremony. She looked, stunning. I looked stunning.
Now, Ojani Noa might not be as well known as some of Jennifer's other exes, but he's got some pretty interesting insights. He was Jennifer's first husband, marrying her back in 1997 before she really hit it big. Their marriage was super short, but it definitely left a mark on both of them. Unlike many of her other exes, Ojani has kept a low profile over the years, which is why his recent comments about their relationship are making waves. What makes Ojani's take special is that he knew Jennifer before she became a global icon. He got to see a side of her that most people don't, and his thoughts on her personality and how she handles relationships give us a rare peek behind the glitz and glam. Even though their marriage ended ages ago, Ojani's recent remarks hint that his time with Jennifer really stuck with him, and he's finally ready to spill some tea about the real woman behind the fame. One of the biggest bombshells Ojani dropped is that Jennifer's true love has always been herself. He claims that her drive for success and need for validation have always come before any relationship. So, while she might seem like a devoted partner, Ojani says she's really been all about her own goals and desires. His take on Jennifer being more into self-love than actually connecting with her partners paints a pretty different picture of her than what we usually see. He even predicted that her reunion with Ben Affleck in 2021 wouldn't last, saying that her habit of putting herself first would eventually mess things up. Now, with rumors swirling about issues in Jennifer and Ben's marriage, it looks like Ojani might have been onto something. And then there is also the wildest claim from Ojani. He says Jennifer has dabbled in dark magic and love spells to keep her partners around. He suggests that her strong desire to control her relationships has led her to explore some pretty unconventional and even creepy methods. While these claims are pretty out there and haven't been proven, they definitely add some drama to the story of Jennifer's love life. If there's any truth to this, it could mean that Jennifer's romantic pursuits are about more than just wanting companionship. They might be part of a deeper need to stay in control. Ojani's claims fit into a long history of accusations about Jennifer's relationships. Whether or not there's any truth to them, they definitely add to the ongoing saga of her complicated love life and raise some eyebrows about what she might do to keep her partners close. When Jennifer and Ben Affleck got back together in 2021, everyone was buzzing about the return of bennifer. It was like a blast from the past, and fans were excited to see them together again, reminiscing about their early 2000s romance that was all the rage back then. They really seemed like the ultimate Hollywood couple, and their reunion quickly became a hot topic in the media. Jennifer really leaned into the whole fairy tale vibe, sharing her love for Ben in interviews and on social media. In her Netflix doc, The Greatest Love Story Never Told, she couldn't stop talking about how Ben was always the one for her and how their love story was like a fairy tale that finally got its happy ending. She painted their relationship as something real and deep that had survived the test of time, even after being apart for so long. Most fans were all in for bennifer, cheering them on and hoping they'd make it work this time around. But if you looked a little closer, things weren't all sunshine and rainbows. While Jennifer was all about expressing her feelings for Ben, he seemed a bit more shy and uncomfortable with all the attention their relationship was getting. This difference in how they handled their public image might have hinted at some underlying issues that eventually led to their breakup. Similarly, Ojani Noa has a different take on these things. He suggests that Ben might have left Jennifer because he wasn't cool with how their relationship was being portrayed in the media and in Jennifer's work. Ben had mentioned in past interviews that he felt strange being in the spotlight, and Ojani thinks that this discomfort played a big role in his decision to step back.
You really thought that just running off and marrying Ben Affleck was going to take you out of the Diddy downfall? It saved her the first time though, didn't it? Because as soon as that club was over and as soon as they finished interrogating her, when she sat there and cried like a baby, I don't want to go to jail, Benny Medina put her with that drunk white boy.
Ojani's perspective suggests that Ben's exit wasn't just about the pressures of fame, but also about how Jennifer's personal life was blending with her career. Jennifer has always been invested in her public image and often draws from her personal experiences for her music and movies. This mix of personal and professional might have been tough for Ben to deal with, especially if he felt like their relationship was being turned into something for public consumption. Ojani's comments hint at a possible disconnect between how Jennifer saw their relationship and how Ben might have viewed it as something that should stay private. This difference in perspective could have added to the tension between them, leading to Ben wanting to pull away. If Ojani's insights are on point, they could really shake up how people see Jennifer's carefully public persona. She's always been viewed as a strong, independent woman who goes after love with passion. But if it turns out she pushed Ben away by making their relationship a public spectacle, it could make her look a bit self-centered and less genuine in her romantic life. Plus, Ojani's suggestion that Jennifer might be more in love with the idea of love than with the actual person raises some eyebrows about the authenticity of her relationships. If she's really more into the concept of being in love rather than the person she's with, it could explain why her romances tend to burn bright and then fizzle out.
I believe she's showing that a woman can go back, no matter how old she is, and she can still find love. And so that's why I like her. I hope it works out. It looks like it is.
To understand what's going on between Jennifer and Ben Affleck, we should take a look at her past relationships and the trends that keep popping up. Jennifer's love life has been filled with some pretty famous bonds that usually start off super passionate but end pretty abruptly. From her wild times with Sean Diddy, Combs back in the late 90s to her marriages with Chris Judd and Mark Anthony, plus her long-term fling with Casper Smart, it's been very tricky. There's definitely a pattern here. Jennifer tends to fall hard and fast. Take her marriage with Chris Judd as example, which barely lasted a year, or her very public relationship with Diddy that was full of legal drama. Even her longer marriage to Mark Anthony ended in divorce, and they both moved on pretty quickly. This whole cycle of intense love followed by quick breakups seems to be a huge theme in Jennifer's dating life. While each relationship has its own vibe, the way she jumps from one partner to the next makes you wonder if she's really looking for something or if she just loves the thrill of romance. Ojani Noa, her first husband, has seen all this up close and has some thoughts. He thinks Jennifer's tendency to hop from one relationship to another might point to some deeper issues she hasn't dealt with yet. He suggests that her constant search for new love could be her way of filling a gap in her life. Maybe she's looking for validation, scared of being alone, or something else entirely. Ojani believes these unresolved feelings might be why her relationships haven't worked out. His take on Jennifer's dating patterns also gives us some insight into her relationship with Ben Affleck. If she was following the same old script, diving deep into the relationship and then bailing when things got tough, then it's possible that this played a part in the end of bennifer. Affleck, who has had his own share of ups and downs, might have seen these patterns and decided he didn't want to be part of that anymore. Meanwhile, fans are also chiming in while sharing their opinions on this situation. A person commented saying Jennifer needs to make her children her priority, not men. She needs to stop jumping from man to man. Another one wrote, Ojani Noa is absolutely right. Look at her history. She doesn't give a damn about any of her exes because she loves the shock value of getting together with the paparazzi. Everybody loves Jen and this and that, but as soon as that fizzles, the trouble begins, and it's not just one relationship, it's all the relationships. Looking ahead, it's hard to predict exactly what the future holds for Jennifer Lopez, especially in light of these new allegations. But now that you've heard this whole story, we want to know what you think. Do you believe there's any truth to Ojani Noa's claims, or do you think he's just trying to stir up drama for attention? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more celebrity insights.